I call the October 7th, 2021 reorganizational meeting of the Town Council of Centerville to order. If everybody would please join me and stand in the Pledge of Allegiance, as well as remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on our agenda here this evening is the September 16th, 2021 Town Council meeting minutes. Is there any corrections, changes, or a motion to approve?
Make a motion to approve.
Seconded.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. The next item that we have is the oath of office for Benjamin Sachs to the Centerville Police Department. We would actually do that. I'll go whichever way is the right way to go.
Too. We could use the help for a package for you.
That's right.
To show off those
All right,
suspenders.
if you would please raise your right hand.
A little tired.
So am I. Say aye, pronounce your name in full, and repeat after me.
I, Benjamin Foster Sachs,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
and that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful,
and bear true allegiance
true allegiance
to the state of Maryland,
to the state of Maryland,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and support the Constitution and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office of
execute the office of
Officer for the Centerville Police Department,
Officer for the Centerville Police Department,
according to the Constitution
according to the Constitution
and laws of this state,
and laws of the state,
the town charter,
the town charter,
and laws and ordinances
and laws and ordinances
of the town of Centerville.
of the town of Centerville.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
If you please need to sign that.
Pretty good track record of not punching any holes in anybody with this thing, so let's hope that the streak stays alive here.
Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Ben joins us with 4 years of law enforcement experience. He's local to the area. He has an impeccable service record and has a fantastic relationship with our community members. We're so incredibly pleased to have him join our team down at the police department. And with hiring Ben, we actually, for the first time in a year, are at full staffing at the police department. So he is not just a number to us. And when I say join our team, that's exactly what I mean. So we're so incredibly proud and grateful to have him here. So welcome aboard again.
Thank you, sir.
Anybody want to see the picture?
I'm going to do the council, and then we can get, you can introduce your family, and if that'll work.
Park.
Chief?
Said, get on my good side, but I don't actually have one, so I'll just stand here like this. You've all already met my son John, so that's John, and this is my better half, Kelly. You want a camera? Can you say hi?
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to move into Citizens Forum. We've actually got two of these. This will be the first one. Carolyn, can you read the notice?
Welcome to this meeting of the Centerville Town Council. This is a public meeting and we welcome your participation. By attending, you acknowledge that this session is recorded and aired live on QACTV 7. During the meeting, we ask that you turn your cell phones off and hold personal conversations outside the meeting room. The scheduled agenda is available on the information table just outside. Public comment will be limited to 3 minutes per person. The Town Council respects and appreciates your desire and right to convey your message freely, and in keeping with the dignity of proceedings, we ask that all views be expressed in a respectful and civil manner. Comments longer than 3 minutes should be submitted in writing. If questions are a part of your comments, we'll refer those to the appropriate individual. Thank you.
Is there anybody that's interested in making some public comments here at the beginning of the meeting? Come on up, identify yourself. You got 3 minutes. You're welcome to pull the chair back as well, Joe.
Thank you, Carol. My name is Joe Brown. I live on Concerto Avenue in Centerville. At last year's election, not this past one that just occurred last Monday, but a couple years ago when Steve and Jeff and all were elected, there was a lot of talk about communication. We heard that over and over and over about communication. So today I get my water bill, and there's a little flyer in there, and two of the events on that flyer have already passed. One being the election on Monday, and the other one being the open house at the police department. So it seems like we haven't solved that problem, and it's kind of pathetic that we can't get that mailed out of there in time to get here. So.
Can I
we gotta
actually
do
speak
better.
on that?
Absolutely.
Sorry. The bills ended up getting to the printer, and then there was issues at the printer which delayed getting them. They should have been out last week. They typically are out last
You know,
week.
we always have excuses, and it's
Well,
time to get
there's-
performance. We want performance, right?
When
I mean,
we're
it's-
working on-
It's crazy being late. It's not the first time this happened. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else have anything they want to add? All right, hearing none. We're going to move on. Before we actually move into the business of tonight, and especially while I still actually have the gavel, I just wanted to say a few words about my 12 years on the council. First, I want to thank my wife, Kellen, and my children. They have supported me throughout my time, sacrificing many an evening away. I have had the time of my life doing this job. The good work that got done and the positive impacts that we made on people's lives have been personally very fulfilling. I encourage everyone to get involved civically, whether it's running for office, supporting a candidate, volunteering for a board or commission, attending a meeting. A well-informed citizen always makes for a stronger democracy. If nothing else, be sure to vote. Communication between the town and its citizens can always be improved, as we have just heard this evening, but it's up to the citizen to be informed. I feel very strongly about that. Thank you to the many volunteers on our boards, commissions, and those who volunteer to support our family events. At our annual volunteer dinner, I always read this quote: "A volunteer isn't paid, and it's not because they're worthless, but it's because they're priceless." I look around the room at the department heads that are here, and it's been my pleasure to work with you over the years. I remember welcoming each of you on your first day. For many of you, I was actually on the interview panel. Thank you to each and every one of you for the leadership and constantly doing more with less. To the support staff and other employees, I look forward to seeing you in town, and rest assured, we've worked very hard this past year to implement policies to improve your working conditions and to make you proud to say that you work for government. These efforts should help to make Centerville an employer of choice. Sharon, as our attorney, you've always provided fantastic legal guidance, even if we didn't always take it. Your knowledge in municipal law is second to none, and the town is very well served having you as legal counsel. I will especially miss Steve Walls and Carolyn Brinkley. Between the two of them, I feel like we spoke almost daily. Carolyn, thank you for always going over and above. I feel like you have a sixth sense sometime. Some of us are a little bit older and remember radar from NASH. I would pick up the phone, and you'd always have whatever spreadsheet or document ready to go. I am still counting on you to find a Ferris wheel for our annual fireworks event, though. Steve, thank you for a lifetime of service to local government. I've never met someone with more integrity and better character than Steve Walls. I honestly don't know what I'll do if I don't get my weekly or sometimes even daily phone call from you, so please keep in touch. Chip, I have full confidence that you will excel as the town manager. when the time comes, and I'm already impressed with how you have jumped in. To my fellow council members, thank you for a great year. You came in, you got to work, you helped make enormous and overdue policy changes which will improve every aspect of our life. Excuse me. I hope that my leadership style over the past year helped bring you up to speed. I appreciate that you have raised your hand to serve as elected officials, and that even though many of the decisions we made were difficult and seemed unpopular, you made them because it was the right thing to do. The town is better off because of you. To the incoming council members, thank you for your willingness to serve. We're all behind you and we want you to succeed. Your wins are the town's wins. I'm optimistic about the future because all of the energy and enthusiasm you have shown so far. Learn from your fellow council members, trust your department heads, and above all, listen. You have many policy decisions to make. The easy thing is to do nothing. That's not why you're here. We have a lot of issues to solve, so take your time, trust your experts, ask questions, and make the decisions that are right for Centerville. They may not necessarily be the popular ones, and you will absolutely encounter resistance, but stay true. I want to thank the citizens, business owners, and everyone that loves Centerville. I've worked each and every day over the past 12 years to make Centerville a better place. You may disagree with my decisions, and that's okay. That's what this great country is all about. Please know that I have always had the best interest of Centerville in mind. It's sometimes hard to remember what Centerville was like 12 years ago. We had recently come off a building moratorium due to a failing wastewater treatment plant. There was virtually no economic development partnership efforts. The wharf was an industrial wasteland. Millstream Park had antiquated playground equipment. We didn't have any grant writing mechanism, and our roads and infrastructure were crumbling, and we were not investing in our employees or in our future. We've done a lot over this time. The town and this new council is in a much better place than we were 12 years ago. Thank you to the citizens for allowing me to serve you for the past 12 years. I'm not going to lie, I am going to miss Thursday nights behind this desk. This is not a good vibe, but I'll see you later. It's now time to move to the reason for this evening. Excuse me. The peaceful transition of power. In my mind, the ultimate expression of the rule of law and of a society governed by law. I call upon Jim Watson to give a report of the Board of Supervisors of Elections.
To the Honorable Town Council of Centerville, Maryland. We hereby certify that on October 4th, 2021, an election was held to the purpose of electing 2 town council members, one for a 3-year term and one for a 2-year term. The election was held in the Queen Anne's County Office Building, 110 Vincent Street, Centerville, Maryland. There were 3 candidates, Eric B. Johnson, Jr., Ashley H. Kaiser, and Timothy E. McCluskey. The polls were open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with myself, John Beskid, Jennifer Holgrave, and Chrissy Chisholm conducting the election. Nancy Weevil was absent. Votes were cast in handwritten ballots. There were 952 votes recorded, 952 were cast, and 33 absentee ballots were submitted. Of the total ballots cast, there were 0 provisional ballots and 0 spoiled ballots. Immediately after the polls closed, the board tallied the number of votes cast as follows. Eric B. Johnson, Jr., 399. Ashley H. Kaiser, 361. Timothy E. McCluskey, 192, for a total of 952 votes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim Watson, John Beskid, Nancy Weibel, Christy Chisholm, and Jennifer Holgrave are the members of the Board of Supervisors of Elections, and we would like to thank them for their service. I now call for a motion to accept the report of the Board of Supervisors of Elections.
Second.
I call for a motion.
I make a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. I now ask Queen Anne's County Clerk of the Court, Catherine Hager, to come forward and swear in Eric B. Johnson, Jr. and Ashley H. Kaiser.
Catherine, you want to do them separate? Do them separate. Do separate.
Before we get started, can I just say a few words? My name's Catherine Hager. I'm the clerk of the Circuit Court for Queen Anne's County, and I just want to take this moment, Tim. Thank you, Tim, for your 12 years of service. We appreciate that. and it's an honor to be here tonight and to see the swearing in of a new police officer. So under the leadership of Chief Lori, I have to say we are very proud of our law enforcement unit in the town of Centerville. We should all support law enforcement. I think in Queen Anne's County as a whole, we are very well protected with our law enforcement. So, as always, it's a privilege to be here tonight. Eric and Ashley, congratulations. The citizens of the town of Centerville, Maryland, having reposed great trust and confidence in your integrity and wisdom, did elect you as a member of the Centerville Town Council. Therefore, you are to execute the said office justly, honestly, diligently, and faithfully according to law, town code, and ordinances. I will now therefore execute the oath of office. Eric, if you can please raise your right hand and repeat after me and insert your name after I.
I, Eric Bruce Johnson Jr.,
Do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of Maryland
to the state of Maryland
and support the Constitution
and support the
and
Constitution
laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of council member of the town of Centerville, Maryland,
of the office
council member
council member
of the town
of
of
the town
Centerville,
of Centerville, Maryland,
according to the Constitution
according to the
and
Constitution
laws of this state.
and laws of the state.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're sworn. This is the clerk's test book that Eric is signing here. And so this is a part of history for Queen Anne's County. That you. Ashley? Raise your right hand and insert your name after I.
I, Ashley Kaiser,
Do swear
do swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United States
and that I will be faithful
and that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true
to the
allegiance
state of Maryland
to the state of
and
Maryland
support the Constitution
and support the
and
Constitution
laws thereof,
and laws thereof,
and that I will,
and that I will,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
to the best of my skill and judgment,
diligently and faithfully,
diligently and faithfully,
without partiality or prejudice,
without partiality or prejudice,
execute the office
execute the office
of council member of the town of Centerville, Maryland,
of council member of the town of Centerville, Maryland,
according to the Constitution
according to the
and
Constitution
laws of this state.
and laws of this state.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry. I always get a picture of it. Do you want the term expiration?
I call upon the town clerk to present the certification of oath administration.
State of Maryland, County of Queen Anne's, I hereby certify that on this 7th day of October 2021, before me, the subscriber, the county clerk of said state and county personally appeared, Eric B. Johnson Jr., who made oath in due form of law that he would faithfully and diligently, to the best of his judgment and ability, perform the duties of council member of the town of Centerville, Maryland, in said state and county without prejudice, according to the acts of the Assembly of Maryland in such cases made and provided. Clerk of the Circuit Court, Catherine B. Hager.
I now call for a motion to accept the certification of oath administration.
I make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
State of Maryland, County of Queen Anne's, I hereby certify that on this 7th day of October 2021, before me, the subscriber, the county clerk of said state and county, personally appeared Ashley H. Kaiser, who made oath in due form of law that she would faithfully and diligently, to the best of her judgment and ability, perform the duties of council member of the town of Centerville, Maryland, in said state and county without prejudice, according to the acts of the Assembly of Maryland in such cases made and provided. Clerk of the Circuit Court, Catherine B. Hager.
I now call for a motion to accept the certification of oath administration.
I make a motion.
I second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Council members are welcome to say a few words. I'm going to lead off and say welcome. We're glad that you're here and look forward to working with you over the course of our terms as they overlap. I do want to say to former Councilman McCluskey that you have been a stalwart part of this town for a long time. People can certainly object to differences on public policy matters. That's understandable, but you certainly helped the new council members learn how to do this job over the course of the past year. And there's no doubt in my mind that you put more time into this over the past 12 years than anybody. And that's to be commended no matter where you stand on the policies. So thank you for the effort.
Yeah, thank you. I want to also welcome you. I look forward to working with you. And I want to also thank Tim for helping us through this last year. Been a lot of help. That's it.
You're both welcome to.
Sure. I want to echo what's been said. I think we all can agree that have been paying attention that Tim McCluskey is probably the hardest working councilman that we have ever had. If there's a full-time person, that's been you. And if folks don't agree with your policy or decisions, and I know a lot of them have been tough, they have to at least agree on that, and that you are indeed one of the village elders. So thank you for your service.
And there's really not much left to say that hasn't been said, but I'm excited for the work and excited to work with all of you. And Tim, can't thank you enough even just for your guidance over the last few months. And I know you'll be helpful as we continue to work to better the town. So I appreciate that.
Wonderful, thank you. Is there a motion to elect the council president?
I'm making a motion to elect Steve Klein, council president.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, thank you very much. I look forward to serving as the president over the next year. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm going to make a motion to elect Council Vice President, Councilmember Keel. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations.
And I look forward to filling Mr. Klein's shoes.
And is there a motion to reappoint Sharon Van Emberg as town attorney for the coming year?
I move to the center seat.
I have to?
Yeah, that's what it says.
It's in the script.
It's in the script.
This is why I failed on Broadway.
It's very comprehensive.
Is there? Let me have my pen back. Thank you.
I'll make a motion to appoint Sharon. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, what you said. The town.
We have a
attorney.
motion to reappoint Sharon Van Emberg as town attorney. We have a second?
I have a question.
Sure.
Do we need the motion to be more comprehensive to include the increase in fee? Just from a point of order standpoint? Because the letter asks for an increase
Sure,
in fee.
yeah, that is a question. Good question.
Might be a question for Sharon.
Somebody? We'll stand with the current motion, which has not been seconded.
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Is there a motion to reappoint Karen Loughman as finance officer for the coming year?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All right. Congratulations. It's up to the president to nominate folks to serve on the various boards, liaison to the various boards. So I'm going to go through that now, and I have talked to everybody including the newly elected folks, to see where they wanted to serve. The council members serving on the Town of Centerville Planning and Zoning Commission shall be myself, President Klein. The council member serving on the Town of Centerville Park Advisory Board shall be Councilmember Anania. The council member serving on the Centerville Economic Development Ad Hoc Committee shall be Eric Johnson, Councilmember Eric Johnson, pardon me. The council member representing the Town of Centerville on the QAC Council of Governments shall continue to be Vice President Keel, and the council member representing the Town of Centerville with the Maryland Municipal League shall be Councilmember Kaiser. We can now open it up for the second citizens forum of the evening. Anybody wishing to make comments at this time? All right, seeing and hearing none. Do members of the council have any additional comments?
I don't have any.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn the October 7th reorganization meeting?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we are adjourned.
That will be your shortest one.